there, YouTube. We're back again today for more of our Gencon Bonanza Explosion blog coverage. We're live at Gencon 2017. Thanks in part to all of our amazing Kickstarter backers. Thank you all so much. And our amazing sponsors, like Medieval Lords, who has Black Souls coming to Kickstarter later this year. Tasty Minstrel Games, who sponsors everything we do. And Bleem Games, who has Dark Mages coming out later this year. A new version of that. For right now, we're at the Greenbrier Games booth. I'm excited. I did a Kickstarter video about a year ago for a game that we're about to talk about. It was 2 years ago. It was really intense. It was such a cool idea. It's like this choose. Why am I telling you about it? What is Folklore the Affliction?
All right, so Folklore the Affliction is an RPG in a box. You want to play a game. You want to play a full RPG, but you don't have the time, or you're in between your campaigns and you want to do something that has some teeth to it, but you don't want to do the full creation of a character. You want to do it as a tabletop. This is the game for you. So you would choose a character. For example, the telepath. Her stats are already set up. However, she also has 2 different classes that you can choose from, so that it's not just preset. You don't get to have any sort of thing to develop her in your own choosing. And then of course, as she levels up, she has the different tracks of what she can do for them. And then you have your handy dandy little cheat sheet of what she starts with, so that you know what to do for the beginning of the game. And when she is traveling and in different locations, she has her own special things that she can do as well. So that's our telepath, and so she's one of the people in the campaign in the land of Folklore, which has been overrun by evil, and it's like the old school kind of evil, your traditional vampires and werewolves and the monsters of the night, and they have ruined the land. And so your party they're angry. They're wanting to avenge and scourge the land of this terrible darkness. So what they do is they pick up their story, because you don't have a GM. The story and the decks of cards are driving the story for you. You get flavor text, and by the way, this isn't actually one of the ones in the core book. The designer was like, "No, you can't show that one. It'll be spoilers." I'm like, there is so much text.
I like it.
Who's going to freeze it and read it? But one of you would. One of you would. So you get flavor text, and then you get some directions. So for this one, to start really simple, it's just traveling the world's map. There's not a lot. There's not a lot to it yet. It's easing you into the story. So you're in Eurotrust, which is on the world map here, and you have to travel to Ostelink. So you would move along the board depending on who is the leader. So if our leader is our telepath, her stride is 4. She would move 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as the leader, I would start off, and I would start during the day, not the night, because starting at night on a campaign is just not very wise at all. Don't do it. So I would then pick a road event, and the road event, I would read the day track. This one, sunny day. It was bright and a cheery day, and everything seemed to go right for me. The leader will either lose 1 negative status or become lucky. I'm sorry, this never happens. They're always bad. Okay, they're rarely good. They're not always bad, but they're often bad. So, hey, that was a nice one. We started off easy. Fantastic. The next person would then move their stride, and it would be night, and you would get another one and read the night track. The deck there's also an off-road deck for if you wanted to travel through the woods and along the countryside. Those challenges are more difficult.
Terrible idea.
Terrible idea. Better rewards if you actually get through them. When you get there, you would then read the next piece of the story. This one is a choose your path. So it's a choose your own adventure. Just, do you want to do this or do you want to do that? If there's a disagreement about what to do, the current leader gets the final say, because the current leader also gets the bad consequences often if it was a bad choice. There are also things like skirmishes. So skirmishes, each of your big bads will have a skirmish side where you will roll dice to resolve the fight. So it's a quick fight, and it levels up depending on the number of people playing and the level of difficulty of the story. And then if it's a major plot point, you'll zoom in to an exact location. Your setup would be listed on the map along with it. You would match the map and find the correct things to put in it. And then you would place your miniatures, of which there are many, and then you would duke it out. Now, I say duke it out, but it's not always the case. Sometimes it's a dungeon crawl. Sometimes it's a roll the dice to get the correct thing to put out the fire and open the door. So it just depends on what the storyline is telling you. And each story, there are several chapters. There are checkpoints, so you can stop at any point if you want to do it as a campaign, or you can play the full story in several hours.
And this is out right now, or it's coming out soon?
Coming out soon.
All right, and what is the MSRP on this one?
It's $95.
All right, very, very cool. That is Folklore, The Affliction. I can attest, very fun. If you enjoy Choose Your Own Adventures, you want a role-playing-esque type of game that's still a board game, definitely one I'd recommend checking it out. If you enjoy this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know. Oh, I don't know. I don't got anything.
Ice cream flavor.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
I'm allergic to dairy. I can't eat ice cream.
Oh, nice one, Eric. Nice. Make Julie sad. For me personally, I love ice cream. I'm going to go with chocolate chip cookie dough, but with peanut butter in it. So let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.